Hey everybody, welcome back to FSP Forex-Stock-Predictions. Hope you're all having a great day. I am the Vortex Trader, and today we are going to be doing an update on the king of all cryptos, King Bitcoin, and to see what is going on with this market. Seems like the market has fell away from beneath our feet. The sky is falling, the floor is falling, we are falling, there is blood in the streets. Is this time to be buying? Should we be panic selling and using our emotions to dictate our financial decisions? Let's jump into what has been going on. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into the charts. So I'm going to be deleting this fib extension tool for the time being. I will explain how I used this very soon. Right, so in a previous video last week, which I will be linking at the top of your screen in the right hand corner, I did mention how we were watching Bitcoin range between this blue support zone and this pink resistance zone, doing nothing but coming up and zigzagging between this zone, giving us boring sideways action for a very long time, over a month actually, as it started on around the 10th of May, right? So very boring sideways action. I then mentioned we were approaching this descending trend line and we were waiting for a break of either above resistance, which we would enter on a retest before taking the pair higher, or the same for below. I said we were waiting for a break of the support zone, right, where price breaks below it before retracing back into it and then shorting this position down. Yes? So what did we see? We saw the one where price broke through support and crypto fell. Crypto fell and it's chaotic and it's bloody everywhere and people are freaking out and it's doom and gloom and chaos, right? So how did I say we wanted to enter a position, a short position, should we see Bitcoin fall through support, right? We wanted to see a candle break and close below the support zone before retracing back into the support zone where we would have entered. Now on the daily time frame, you can see that there is no retrace. It's just a solid candle. However, if we switch to the 4-hour, let's do that. Here we see a perfect retrace, right? Here is our blue support zone. We see a candle break through support zone, close below it, right? Another 4 hours, another 4 hours, and then we see a candle retrace perfectly into the center of this blue support zone. Now, those of you which do follow me on TradingView or on FSP or this channel know that I like to enter positions when candles retrace to the 50% mark of any zone I'm looking at, whether that be an order block zone, a resistance zone, a liquidity zone, right? This is how I like to, as a safe bet for myself, enter my positions when price reaches the halfway mark of whichever zone I am looking at. And we can see that this candle perfectly hit it. It even wicked further deeper than it, but my entry was filled when price reached the 50% mark of this zone, right? So this would have been my entry, right? And my targets, I will show you now, were predetermined already. Once I got my entry, as I'm on the 4-hour, this is a swing position. It gave me time, once I've entered, to sort out my targets, which is what I was waiting for. So how did I find my targets? I switched back to the daily, like so, right? Then I use something called a trend-based fib extension tool. Sounds very fancy schmancy. It's not. It's just a regular fib extension. Let's bring this back into view. You get it on TradingView, and I'm sure you get it on many other trading platforms. It has 3 clicks, right, within this tool, right? The first click, where do we place it? We place it at the very most highest point of this range, right, which we can see is here. Make sense? That is the highest point. The second point, right, we place at the very lowest point of the range, right, which we can see was this wick right here. When the range was just beginning, it did wick down, right, and this is where we would place click number 2. And our third click will be the truest form of retrace, which was our entry because we saw price on the 4 hour break below, right, the support zone and retrace back up to the 50% halfway mark of the support zone, which is right there. Right. Once we have that, we have a neat little looking diagram which gives us two levels on the fib. The first one being the 1, the second one being the 1.618, and this is how I normally identify two targets for a position that I would use, right? Target 1 being this level, target 2 being this level. First target has already been reached as target 1 was around the $21,000 level. So some profits were taken off the board for this position, right? Target 2 would be around the 16,500 level, just underneath the $17,000 level, right? Somewhere around here. So some profits have been taken off, and I will be holding the rest to see whether price carries on further south. Once it has hit this point, I will be closing the position entirely. Now, I am not a crypto bear, right? I actually love crypto. I've been involved in crypto since 2017. I've been an avid believer of crypto since 2017, and I have a portfolio of various crypto investments. And no one likes to see their portfolio dwindle to a shadow of its former glory and its former self, right? However, I am a long-term investor with crypto, and this trading something like this never feels right within my soul, right? Because we never want to see our crypto investments burn. However, we have to take our emotions out of the game because this is just trading exactly what the charts show us. If we see a setup, right, that goes with our criteria and our list of rules that we have written down for ourselves, right? If we see a perfect setup like this, it would be silly not to take it because this was perfect, right? The price was ranging, bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down. We got our break, we got our retest. It was really that simple. And like I keep saying, trading does not have to be complicated, right? We have to keep it as simple as possible. And when we simplify things and we use simple strategies to enter into positions, a lot of the time we can get simple targets reached nicely without any drama, right? I don't like drama. I know a lot of you don't like drama. We just want to see price approach our targets nicely and easily. It doesn't happen this way all the time, but if the setup that is presented to ourselves fits our criteria, then I think we would be doing ourselves a disservice not to at least take the position, even with a small lot size, right? Even on a demo account, so we can practice. Okay. So, crypto is falling, the whole market is down, the US dollar is up and skyrocketing, inflation is rampant, the stock market is falling, we could be heading into a mini recession. No one knows what the future holds. However, I just trade what the charts show us. So, as a trading position, this one worked out pretty well. Is this a time to be buying? Have we found the bottom for this capitulation? We don't know. And whoever tells you that they can pinpoint the bottom of a market cycle or the top of a market cycle is lying to you. No one knows where the bottom is going to be. If you happen to buy the bottom perfectly, I promise you now it's a fluke. It won't happen every single time. Just like if you happen to sell the top of a market cycle perfectly, that is a fluke as well. It will not happen all the time. This is why if you do wish to pick up some crypto on the cheap, it's best to dollar cost average into these positions, putting a little bit aside every week or so or every month, however you want to do it, to try and get the best average price for your position that you are looking at. So am I buying crypto right now? Nope. Nope. My bags are packed. I have been buying since 2018, that entire bear market since then. But if prices do come down even further, right, I will have to rethink that because it's pretty tempting to see some of your favorite altcoins go really, 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 really low. It's like everything's on sale, right? So, but we are not there yet. If we do get there, I will have to rethink that. All right, but as for now, target one has been reached. Let's see if Bitcoin is going to unfortunately dip further or not. Okay, guys, that will be today's video. Let me wrap up this thing. I want to thank you all again very much for watching. Please, if you would, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the algorithm. We are trying to get this channel off the ground. I've posted a link to our social medias as well as our website below in the description. Check it out. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will be seeing you all in the next one. See you later.